Ghosted by a roofing company. Several people across the Low Country reporting a similar experience. They paid to have their roofs replaced on their homes, but after handing over their money, they heard nothing back. News 2's Aaron Morgan looked into the problem, and Aaron, these people are having trouble with the same company.
Brendan, that's right. And I spoke to two Summerville residents who were told their roofs were damaged from severe weather over the summer. They filed claims with their insurance companies, handed over their checks to the roofing company Orange Elephant Roofing, and now it's been crickets ever since. It was 5 months ago back in June when severe storms damaged homes, knocked over trees, and left a path of debris across Berkeley and Dorchester counties. Ellen Davis lives in Summerville and says the storm cleanup brought sales representatives from several different roofing companies to her door.
Just wanting to do a free estimate of potential hail damage.
Davis says her roof had some other issues and she decided to call the company Orange Elephant Roofing after seeing her neighbor speaking to them.
So I spoke to the salesman. He came back the very next day and he asked again if he could please get on my roof and do a free inspection. And since I already had this other damage, I finally allowed him onto the roof, and that's when he found hail damage.
A claim was filed with her insurance company, and at the end of August, she gave Orange Elephant Roofing the insurance check, which totaled a little over $20,000.
We filled out all the paperwork. We went through what type of shingles I wanted, all the information.
They told her they would be back in October to replace the roof, but in mid-September, she started to see some red flags.
I reached out to my salesperson, and he then informed me that he no longer worked for the company. He also proceeded to send me a text showing me that their HR department said we would not be making payroll this week.
Davis says the last time she heard from them was early November.
The general manager spoke to me. He told me my roof would be being done on November 1st. Shortly after that, I did get a text from him. Didn't work for the company anymore, so sorry. So that would probably be the last time.
Turns out Davis isn't the only one.
We were just at the playground, a couple of moms talking, and I was like, oh, I need to go call these roof people again. It was just a random thought, and one of my friends was like, oh, well, do you know someone else is having the same issue? Maybe you guys have the same company.
That's when the two women started comparing notes.
We turned the check over to them, and we have not heard anything since then.
Lachelle Brooks says her insurance company agreed to pay for half of the work up front and would pay the other half when it was complete. She handed over a check for $6,500 and, like Davis, hasn't heard back.
August is when I should be ready to hear from everyone about the new roof. I contacted someone late August. They were like, oh no, we have you on the schedule for February of 2025. I was like, I wouldn't have went with you guys. Can I get my money back? And he goes, I understand your frustration, but we're gonna try to work it out so you can get everything done in September. But didn't hear anything after that.
Davis and Brooks say their insurance companies are not getting involved, and they haven't been able to get in touch with Orange Elephant Roofing, as several employees have left the company. I tried calling two numbers listed for Orange Elephant. Neither call went through. I did learn Orange Elephant Roofing is currently being sued over debts they owe. On October 31st, Gulf Eagle Supply, a roofing and building product distributor, filed a lawsuit for breach of contract, accusing Orange Elephant of failing to pay for materials totaling at nearly $18,000. As for Brooks and Davis, they are frustrated and hope they can get their money back. Davis also tells me the situation will change the way she does business moving forward.
Probably let my guard down by letting somebody come to my front door, and I probably should have reached out to a roofing company myself and maybe looked around more around my neighbors and asking them who they used. I really want my money back, and I want to get somebody else to do my roof.
And I did learn today another roofing company is stepping up to help those who are in similar situations with Orange Elephant Roofing. Patriot Roofing says they will do the work at cost to anyone who can provide proper documentation. More information on that will be over on counton2.com. In the studio, I'm Aaron Morgan, Count on 2.